And then there's a list of books that I have here that I have on, probably gonna be reading this summer. And if I don't finish them this summer, throughout the rest of the year. But the ones that I'm excited about are, well, I have to read Outlander, because I promised my cousin I would read this if she read When Christ and His Saints Slept. So that one is about like the time right before, leading up into what's going to be the War of the Roses and stuff. Like, that was kind of the time period, if you think of Robin Hood. And so you have Richard the First, and you have the Crusades, and you have Prince John, you have the fantastic Eleanor of Aquitaine, fascinating person. And so you learn about that story. So it's like the trilogy of Henry II, and all that, his fight for the throne and stuff. And it's going to be several books, but that first one I fantastic, and I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read the next one. But my cousin told me I have to read this, so I will be reading this so that she will read the other one. And Outlander is also historical fiction, also a thick book, also a series. So I thought we were equal in our recommendations there. But this one is more Scottish history rather than the English history and time period that the other book is about. So I know that there's a series about this. I have not watched the series. I know that I need to read this because a lot of people have loved it, and it's supposed to be really good, and I do trust my cousin's judgment. So I'll be reading that. Another book that has been on my TBR that will be reading as part of a book club, so I can finally get it crossed off, is The Song of Achilles. I love Greek mythology, or any kind of mythology, and so I am interested in this retelling of the Odyssey and the Iliad. Iliad rather than the Odyssey, because it's about Achilles. But it's the queer retelling with his relationship with Patroclus, which I am excited about. And I've done a lot of other, there was a really good Wrath of the Goddesses. I'll put it in my notes, but there was another book that was a retelling of the Iliad, but it was a trans woman as Achilles, and I really liked that one, so I'll have to see how this one measures up. And since I have already been talking about Beartown, I have to finish reading that one. So this is the last of the trilogy, The Winners. It's going to take me time, especially since the content is a bit difficult and hard. But like I said, the characters are fascinating, the world building is fascinating, and I am excited to read that. Another one that I have to read, just because it's very relevant now, is The Escape from Freedom by Erich Fromm. And I have read his other book, he does philosophy, and his other one, or psychology, was about love. But this one is about why some people turn to authoritarianism. And so since we are dealing with that in America right now, with authoritarianism, I thought I need to read and see like why people want that, and why people are not fighting against it when they should be. So I'm really excited to read that one. I'm hoping it will be insightful for me. And I have started this one, but I have not finished it yet. And it's So Many Beginnings. It is a retelling of Little Women, which is also one of my all-time favorite books. And this one is from the Black perspective. So it's recently freed enslaved people after the Civil War, and they're the characters. So they're the Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Same names, different people, and I have enjoyed it so far. I haven't gotten very far in it, so I will be talking more about that when I finish it. The last three that I have here with me, I just wanted to talk about because I just got them yesterday when I went to Pride, There was a shelf, a book club had donated books, and you could just go and pick up any books that you wanted for free. And so these ones are non-queer books, but they one of them was a book that was on my list, and one of them is an author that I love, so I had to get both. Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino, and it was translated by William Weaver. And this is from the same author who did I can never remember the name, If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. Long title, great book. So this one is just a very short one, and it sounds fascinating because it has Marco Polo and Kubla Khan and their relationship, and as if it were fictionalized. So I'm excited to read that one, and it will be short. And also one of my all-time favorite books is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. And so I found this short little novella, The Moon is Down, and it's his take on World War II. So I'm excited to always read John Steinbeck's books. And the other one that I'm most excited about is there's a local artist that every time I go to Comic-Con, I always buy her stuff. I have her art in my room a lot. I had to get her X-Men art this time. Just it features most of the X-Men, most of my favorite X-Men. So I bought that. I got that free by buying her so Comfort and then her partner Adam have this great comic book that they made. And the great part about this is it's a local artist that I'm supporting, or two artists that I'm supporting, but it has the whole series all together, so I didn't have to try to find it elsewhere if I liked it and get the rest of it. So it's all comprised in this, and it's queer, and the art, I just really love her art. And it's the story about perception and how there's these two different worlds. So it's called The Rainbow in the Dark. And so there's this black and white world, which is basically our reality. And then there's this world full of color that is this world that we didn't know about. And they're fighting over which world should be the one in existence, which one should be the dominant one. And it's about what you see and what you believe and how you experience life. Do you want to experience in black and white, or do you want to experience it in color? Do you want to experience everything the world has to offer, or do you want to just visualize and see the things that have always been there, the way that you've always believed, the way that it's always been, with no change? And another very timely story with beautiful art that I'm really excited about.